French Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu has resigned only weeks after taking office and just hours after announcing his cabinet, deepening France's ongoing political turmoil. The French presidency confirmed on Monday that President Emmanuel Macron accepted the resignation of his longtime ally. Lecornu, appointed less than a month ago, had faced mounting challenges as he struggled to push through a budget in a deeply divided parliament, while the country battled growing debt. His resignation, coming less than 24 hours after unveiling his government, leaves Macron with limited options and throws France into further uncertainty. The departure was both abrupt and unprecedented. Markets reacted swiftly. French stocks and the euro fell sharply following the announcement. The presidency's statement noted that Macron, whose approval ratings have dropped to record lows, accepted Lecornu's decision to step down. Lecornu replaced François Bayrou in September, becoming France's fourth prime minister in just over a year, a sign of the country's continuing political instability. Since Macron's snap elections last year, the National Assembly has been paralyzed by division. Far-right and far-left parties together control more than 320 of the 507 seats, leaving centrists and conservatives without a majority or a clear path forward. A loyal supporter of Macron, Lecornu admitted that he could no longer govern effectively without broader political agreement. It would take very little for things to work, he said in his resignation speech. More generosity from some, more humility from others. One must always put the nation before the party. With less than 2 years until the next presidential race, Macron's opponents immediately seized on the resignation. Far-right leader Marine Le Pen demanded new parliamentary elections, saying, "We have reached the end of the road. The only sensible decision is to return to the polls." The left-wing France Unbowed party echoed those calls, while figures on the broader left urged the revival of a coalition of socialists, Greens, and communists. The ministers Lecornu appointed the previous night suddenly found themselves serving as caretakers before they were even sworn in. The new cabinet, which had been scheduled to hold its first meeting on Monday afternoon, was short-lived, making it one of the briefest governments in French history. Despite Lecornu's promise to take a different approach from his predecessor, François Bayrou, the cabinet lineup sparked criticism from all sides. Opponents said it leaned too far right, while allies called it too cautious. Many of its members had served under Bayrou, further fueling frustration among lawmakers. "I was ready to find compromise," Lecornu told reporters outside his office, but each party demanded that others adopt its full platform. The appointment of former finance minister Bruno Le Maire as defense minister drew particular backlash, with critics pointing to his role in increasing the national deficit. Le Maire later withdrew from the appointment, saying the reaction had been incomprehensible and exaggerated, and expressed hope that his exit would allow discussions to continue toward forming a new government. Even after resigning, Lecornu was asked by Macron to hold talks with party leaders to explore options for political stability. The Élysée Palace said these discussions should conclude by Wednesday evening, aiming to define a common platform for action. Macron could, under France's constitution, choose to reappoint Lecornu, though it remains uncertain whether that will happen. The collapse of Lecornu's government, Macron's fifth in 2 years, has intensified speculation about early elections and renewed debate over the president's leadership. Both far-right and far-left leaders renewed their calls for Macron to step down. "National Rally will be ready to take responsibility," said party head Jordan Bardella, while Jean-Luc Mélenchon of France Unbowed urged the president to resign. Financial markets have already shown signs of strain. The CAC 40 stock index fell more than 2% after the resignation was announced, highlighting investor concerns that France may struggle to approve a new budget, amid deepening political paralysis. That's all for now from Global Pulse Unplugged. Stay sharp, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.